How's it going, guys? It's Shindosuke. So today we're gonna be taking a look at Data Life Spirit Pledge and the incredible events that is ongoing right now. Right. So first off, I wanted to take a look at, of course, the final descent of Yoshino Shiryon and her banner, right? Which I have to say that it's unfortunate because as a really huge stan of this character, it's hard to get by, without some cold hard cash, I suppose. But you know what? I'm happy with the Yoshino that I have, the Ice Princess Yoshino and stuff like that. It's fine. So yeah, you have also these Shiryan blessings, which essentially means that that's the select supply gift. It means that you have to pick 2 items every day, then you can claim them for free. Of course, you have the exchange store. We have these units called the memory fragment, and you can use them to buy items, stuff like that. The calamity trial, complete different rewards to claim the memory fragments, and of course you can't have a event without a total top off, wherein you have to pay money to get the characters. But that's not the only piece of good news that I have in this game. No, what especially highlights in this event is none other than this one right here, the time resume. Of course, you have the SP summon right here and the foster rebate. It's just stuff that you would find from your banner. But time resume, is that what it's called? Never mind. The Spirit Carnival, if you look here, the Spirit Carnival, you can see here the login and support. No, not support. The Date Alive 1 year celebration. It is an event where it celebrates the 1 year celebration of the Data Live series or the Data Live game, essentially. But essentially, it means it's a nostalgic celebration, anniversary type of event, type of event. And yeah, from the login rewards, you can claim really good items, which are the diamonds and a spirit badge. Of course, you have here the anniversary memory, which I'll get into it later. And then you have time packs here, limited benefits, and the surprise flip, wherein you have to obtain these tokens and you flip a prize or choose a prize, and then these are the prizes that you can choose from, or you can hope to obtain one. It's completely random, so there you go. So onto the anniversary first memory, a really promising event, really nostalgic event, as I've said before, and one that I believe every Data Life player needs to partake in right now. Right? It's running from 7:21 to 8:20, so it ends at August 20, which is a lot of time, and there's a reason why for that, right? So if you look here at enter entry, right, you have 4 things to take account for: the review, the store, the summon, and the times memory. So let's take a look first at the review. So the review is the overall progression of your achievements in the time story. What this basically means is that, as a 1 year anniversary, you get to re-experience the events of the Data Live universe, the Data Live series from the game as well. You play it, and you can unlock all of these, a lot of privileges, a lot of achievements, a lot of restricted entries that you would have, and we'll get to that later on. So yeah, essentially, I'm currently at the month of July, August, September. I'm currently at the month of September. I've completed July and August, and yeah, you can find it right here. So here you can see your current timeline, 9.19. What is that? Oh, 9/1 to 9/19. So for July, August, September. Yeah, September 9 to September 19. Yeah, so events that occurred in this series from September 9 to 19. This is where it is. So I'm currently here at 9/2, so September 2, and within each day or each month, right? Each month and each day, rather, day, especially the day, you're going to have different types of rewards and different types of challenges in order for you to progress. So for instance, within the month of September, you can obtain a memory fragment, a memory crystal, a mock badge, and a memory fragment. Now, these are going to be really important towards the exchange shop, and I'll show you why later on. But suffice it to say, in order to move on to the next day, right? See, if I press the icon right here, it says that you have to please complete all of today's events first, and these are the events that you can complete today. There's 3 of them right now for this day. Of course, it varies from day to day, month to month, and the events are pretty simple. Some of them are just simply instances that you have to clear. The instances especially relate to that of the events, what happened in the Data Live story, in the Data Live game itself, and just make a mini game out of it. Not a mini game, but a really short or really quick summary of what has occurred. And of course, you have also this quiz event for other alternative ways to unlock it. For example, the quiz, which is essentially a simple quiz. So I'll show you right now. Right, so the quiz is about the club feature, right? So you have to answer the questions, but I'm not sure if you necessarily need to get everything correct. Sufficing to say though, it is still a little brain teaser, I guess. Alright. Hunter's plan. Alright. Immediately joining the club. I don't know. I haven't joined the club yet, but I know the answers because of my mistakes. And yeah, that's essentially it. I'm not gonna claim the rewards again, but that's just how it goes. There are other examples as well where you can just clearly claim the rewards, and most especially within the different events from each day, there are also events in which you can finally unlock a certain privilege from the store, and I'll get to that right now. So if you look at here in the store, you have the memory fragment and the memory crystal. This one right here. Hold up. Memory crystal. Yeah, there we go. Never mind. Memory crystal is 20. Memory fragment is 1,650 right now. So within these within the store, you can choose various items, right? Various items that you can purchase with your obtained crystals and fragments, or fragments for that matter. For example, I've already bought this Sephora set, which is pretty good in its own way. And yeah, you have also a lot of things that you can buy. For example, a costume. It's basically a rerun in itself, rerun of a costume, rerun of a astral dress, rerun of a keepsake. I almost said cheapskate. Rerun of a keepsake and a rerun of a Sephora, which I have to say they are really useful. I think, as I've said again, everyone should participate in this, and it's such a good event. Now, the reason why there are some items that are unlocked or that are blank right now is because you have to complete, or you have to follow through with the story instances from the time's memory, as I've said before. So currently, I'm at the month of September, and within the month of September, right, or up to the month of September, the events that led me to them, that led me to September rather, have made me unlock the Gothic Lolita costume availability and the Abyssal Stair. So I do have the privilege of purchasing this, but as you can see, there's a red mark there. I cannot because it costs for 2,000 and the Abyssal Stair costs for 128, and for that reason, yeah, I cannot buy it just yet. But it is still worth the wait to actually go through the process of completing all of the events, all of the story events within the time's memory, because as you go through the events, you can unlock these other costumes. Pick one that you'd like. Hope that the costume that you've picked is actually closer, or you can obtain it, let's say within the month of October or November or December. But that's essentially just it, The rerun of the Astral Just, for instance, I can purchase the commander costume for Kotori, the Abyss Dominator for Toka, to reverse Toka, I mean. And yeah, this is what I've obtained. This is the privilege, or these are the items that I can purchase because of the events that led me to time's memory, because I have already completed the events of a certain day, which allowed me to unlock this buy, or this item, in order for me to buy. But I cannot buy it yet because I'm still out of tokens, or I'm out of time fragments, so I can't buy them. the reruns, the keepsakes as well. I mostly have everything. And yeah, I'm just missing these two, which is not too big of a deal. I think I can buy them right now, yeah. That's 600, but I'd rather save. And you should too, because there is a lot of promising items here for you to buy, a lot of promising costumes as well. If you have missed one from the past event, then this is a really perfect opportunity to get that as well. Now, another thing to consider about from this event, the summon. Now, the summon is also really good, and I'll show you why. So as you can see, just like the item store, there's a lot of characters or banners of the characters that are still locked. So all these are locked. Why is my queen gone? Right, so all of these are locked, and currently I only have Inverse Toka, Kotori, Kurumi, Ellen, and Shikaina Toka, and I'll get to that why, right? So for example, for Kotori, right? Kotori, you have a banner for Kotori, which boosts the rate of the Sephira, and if I remember correctly, I think you can also get the character herself, right? Yeah, you get the rare characters. They can be a part of it as well, but the Sephira is really one of the most boosted rates in the banner. So I'll do a mock summon right now. Okay, for each character you would have about 3 of these insignias used to do the mock summon, and I'll do one right now. So do a mock summon. It's just a regular old summon, but there's a huge twist to it, right? Now, alright, open it all. Don't be afraid just yet, or don't be sad just yet. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that's fine. Okay, save. Now, you can see here there's a first save, a second save, and a third save. And as you can see down below, there's also something here called the mock badge. Is it called mock badge? I forgot. Basically, these are the I have 24 to 10 of them, and these badges is what basically allows you to purchase what type of run that you would like to save or would you like to obtain, right? A mock summon is essentially a normal summon, but you don't obtain it yet. It's just a summon to see whether you like the items that you get or not. And within these saves that you have, you can choose one out of the 3. Right, one out of 3, but currently I have 2. One out of the 3 saves that you have, and if you press the exchange here, which I will not right now, if you press exchange, it will consume these mock badges, and you would get the entire set of items that you have from the second save, for instance. And yeah, that's essentially it. I'll go to return right now because I'm hoping, I think I might get it. So yeah, I did one for Inverse Toka. Right, as you can see, if you consumed all 3 of the insignias, you would have to really use your gems. But fortunately, it is only around 180. But I don't know. I think it's only for 1. Hopefully, it's for 10. Actually, 10 times summon. And yeah, from the exchange, as you can see here, the third save is really promising. It's a really promising whole lot of items to get. And if I press the exchange icon, right, exchange icon, it will consume all my badges in order for me to get all the items that is within the third save right here, right? That's essentially what this summon is about. Personally, I think it is a really interesting one because you can also have the opportunity to get the characters. For instance, in the third save for my Kurumi run, I actually got Kurumi, which is really good, really interesting. But of course, I have Kurumi already, so it will just convert to memory fragments, which is a waste because you can either really make use of it to get the Sephiras themselves. If it's a character that you've owned, it is better to take the Sephiras. But if it is a character that you don't have, I already have Kotori, Kurumi, Ellen, and Shikaina Toka. I don't have Inverse Toka just yet, but yeah, from what the mock summons from what the mock summons have, I'm only up to the third save is only the most promising, and I don't want to use my my diamonds just yet in order to pull for another one. But it's really just up to chance. I mean, this is as worse as the Genshin gacha rates. I mean, Jesus Christ, 0.8. Well, at least the Genshin is far worse. It's 0.5, 0.6 if I remember. But sufficing to say, it is still a pretty interesting, or it is a worthy way of, if you wanted to have a rerun for a character, definitely take it. And one thing that I'm really interested for is especially either Spirit Origami, the Crimson Nightmare Queen, Sang, Mayuri, or Inverse Origami, which they can be unlocked if you played through the Times Memory, as I've said before. Complete all the events for that day and move on to the next day with more events for you to follow through to complete, and hopefully a certain day will be able to unlock a certain privilege or certain banner for you to wish for, and a certain item in this store which you can buy for. And that's essentially the 1 year anniversary for the Data Live game. Honestly, it is very, as I've said before, I keep saying this before, nostalgic, very useful rerun type of event, and definitely something that is that you should, as a Data Live, if you play Data Live Spirit Plans, you should be able to partake in. You should partake in this event rather, because it is so useful. I tell you. So that's about it. Good luck.